Jay. Okay, so this is it, the finale of the Scarlet playthrough. This has been a long time coming, frankly. Well, not saying I haven't enjoyed it. It's one of the better playthroughs I've had in a while. But obviously, all things need to come to an end. Even though I'm still not over the end of the outhouse. Now, if I was competent, I'd flip in fast travel over there. But I'm not. So I'm gonna run there. So, eh. It just lets me recollect about the adventure. I know a lot of hardcore players, or even some speedrunners, would say I've made some mistakes. Probably right, probably wrong. Who gives? I've had fun on this trip, more than regular playthroughs I've ever done. And if you know me, you know I play a lot of Pokemon. To a point where you could say it's the only thing that kinda gives me joy these days. So, I feel a bit emotional, really, knowing that it's ending soon. Because even though when it comes to views, hasn't exactly been the best. But it's technically the debut of the Pokemon related content in my channel. Since, like, this is the first chance I've been able to stream something on my Switch. And I've loved it. Now we're going to Area Zero. And for the people who don't know what that is about, I'm going to keep that secret. Now, and the amount of times I flippin' mistook something for a shiny. Just to be clear, Crowy, my amazing editor, if you're seeing this in the future, do you think you could somehow come up with a little compilation of every time I mistook something for a shiny because it just looks something different in the shade of color? Knowing me, I'm pretty sure it's kind of obvious when it happens. No, it's just a Cabs kid. I was wondering what that was. ran into a shiny as usual. Oh wait, that was it. For God's sake. Didn't know that's where the Dragon Pulse TM was. We're almost there. I hope that wasn't. This I hate lemonade. Here we are. The Zero Gate. Here we go. Hey, over here. This is the Zero Gate. It was made so researchers could try to observe the inside of the great crater of Paldea, what folks call Area Zero. It's our ticket into the crater. Oh, and speaking of the crater, you know that Pokemon of yours? The one I gave you? Area Zero is apparently where Koraidon was born, or something like that. Maybe it'll be happy that it can finally come back home. Not that I really care or anything. Anyway, our two new teammates should be waiting for us inside the Zero Gate. Guess we should head in. kinda dark in here. Hola, Jay. Arvin said there'd be tons of strong Pokemon, so here I am. Once she heard she'd get into battle awesome Pokemon, she was here in a second. You're an annoying little pest at the academy, but I guess you could come in handy for this. Spoken like a guy who wants to get beaten in a battle. But more importantly, why is it so dark? And where's the awesome Pokemon? It is weird that the lights are off. Last time I said the electricity was up and running. But now... Well, now the lights are on. But why? I turned them on. Seems like they were on power saving mode. I hacked into the system controls and overrode the settings. Oh, it's you, the kid with the fluffy Eevee bag. I guess. My name's Penny. Well, hey. We never got to actually talk. I'm the Mona. I'm in Class 1A. Looks like some kind of tech whiz. Do you like Pokemon battling too? You talk, like, way too much. The director introduced us. When you need someone good with tech, she's a no-brainer. Anyway, Penny here has also agreed in a second when she heard it was to help Jay. I'm not really the adventuring type, but I owe you, Jay, and I pay my debts. She's surprisingly old-fashioned like that. And of course, everyone knows me, Arvin. My love includes my robustive and cooking and biometric identification in progress. Hello, Jay. I've been expecting you. And it seems you've gathered a group of formidable allies as well. Sorry, who are you? That's my mom. Probably. What? That's Professor Sada? Namona, student ID number 805C001. And Penny, student ID number 803B121. Thank you for coming. Of course, Professor. Oh my gosh, it's such an honor to meet you in person. I mean, probably not in person exactly. Arvin, did you, tell your mom about us? When would I have done that? To begin with, I'd like to ask you all to make your way down to the Great Grace of Valdea. You can reach the lower chamber using the elevator as you see on your right. Mom. Please, proceed below. Are they not on good terms? Must not be. I wonder something. Biometric identification in progress. Identity is confirmed. Access granted to lower level. Ooh, it opened for us automatically. Not quite. Looks like someone's controlling this thing remotely. Once you step through, you will be above Area 0. Jay, you have brought Koradon with you. I thank you for bringing it with you on your many adventures. If you utilize Koradon's gliding capabilities, you should be able to descend into the depths to reach Area 0. What? Isn't there like an elevator or something? And wait, did you say Koradon could fly? When you reach the bottom, I will get in touch with you again. I hope your trip is eventful. Railroading people into stuff, just like always. I can't wait to see what Pokemon live down in Area Zero. Let's go. That girl, is she like incapable of fear or what? I guess we better go too. I think it says something when Finny's got more HP than Hotshot and Golden Gal. Jay, ready for the worst? Good. That's all we needed to hear. Get out that Pokemon yours and we'll be off. What's the matter with it? Scared of heights? That's what I'd say. Well, no wonder. But there's no need to be scared. If we go together... How does that logic work? Get on! You can't take that seriously, can you? Now this is where things get weird. Ladies, gentlemen, and in between, may I introduce you to Area Zero. And now, I'm back here again. I think I might have died once or twice there. It chose to go back into its bowl. It's probably just hungry or something. Wait a second, where's the dual council girl? What? She's gone. I don't think she... Everyone, you have to see this. Area Zero is amazing. Come on already. I guess your ability would be on tempo, huh? Biometric identification in progress. 4 humans identified. Condition satisfactory. Vital signs all within normal range. It appears you were able to make the descent without being harmed. Yeah, sure, smooth sailing. Who would possibly complain about a landing like that? That is good. I had concerns you might fail, given the crudeness of only available access method. I think your mom's sarcasm detector needs fixing. Aw, you worried about us? That's so sweet. You should now make your way to me at the Zero Lab at the deepest part of Area Zero. However, the entrance to the lab is barred by 4 locks installed in the exterior, which I cannot unlock. 4 locks. On your way to me, you must visit 4 research stations that were constructed inside the crater. Basically one of those. At each station, you'll be able to disable one of the locks. Do so and make your way down. I hope you succeed. Yes, let's disable the 4 locks and get into the lab. Sounds kinda video gamey when you say it out loud, huh? Come on, time to find our way to the deepest part of Area Zero. Alright, so just to be clear, there will be parts of speaking it'll happen while I'm walking around, so there's a chance I might miss them, so bear with me. And this is where the music actually starts to pick up a bit. There we go. Oh, yes! So this is inside the Great Crater of Paldea. Feels different from just seeing in our textbooks. So intense. Normally we're able to get in here and see for ourselves. So where'd the card up? He seems to get spooked or something. We're tightened his ball. Instant out, that's not good. We can't get back up to the surface without it. Should be alright. Last time I was here, I got a flying taxi out of the crater. Why didn't you just call the professor if she's down there? None of your business, pipsqueak. Jeez, no need to bite my head off. Like, come on, you two. I'm dropping it now. You can read it if you can, but it's too hard for me to read and not pay attention to where I'm going. It's some more caballeros, Corviknights, Frostmoths, Venomoths. Lots of moths. Feels very alien, this. Any need, Giraffe Rig? There's a lichen rock there. A Garganical? Yeah, I said it right. Garganical. That's it. There's a Hawlucha there as well. Low kicks. Another Hawlucha. Flablet's TM. Another Corviknight. A Floette, sorry. Not a Flabebe, a Floette. Another Giraffe Rig, which is for some reason very hostile and down here. A random Duskstone. Oh, I bet that's what we've been looking for. That must be one of the buildings the professor was talking about. Oh yeah. What were they called? Radish rations. Research stations. Well, that was close. Oh, you have such great memory, Penny. What's great about my common sense compared to you lot, apparently? It's a Glamora. That's a Pokemon that Primera uses. I didn't know that species could be found in the Great Crater. there gonna be a lot more of these red Pokemon down here, you think? You think that was something? Please. I've got no idea how terrifying Area Zero really is. Wow, patronizing much? Easy, you two. Let's just head inside the research station. Wow. Where are these ancient ruins? They look far too recent for that. It appears you have reached the first research station without incident. The facility was constructed 87 years ago as a way station for those surveying the Area Zero. So that's why there's a bed. Looks like we can use this place to rest up if we need to. Jay, if you'd like to be so kind as to disable the first lock on the lab, using the central panel. Well done. Please continue efforts at remaining research stations. Let's carry on. Oh yeah, I forgot I was gonna not read those. A Talonflame. Where'd he get that massive backpack from? He wasn't wearing it when we were riding Koraidon. venom off. That's just a lot of Venomous. They run too quickly for their own good sometimes. It's a lot slower when you don't have access to Koraidon, I have to admit. The second research station. About time too. You know what I mean? You're catching my drift, Benny. Phew. Let's head in and take a breather. I thought you had a bit more stamina, student council girl. I'm just full of surprises. That wasn't a compliment, you know. Hey look, a Jigglypuff. It's good to see some nice familiar Pokemon down here too. What the? It's battle time. That, my ladies and gentlebergs, is called a screen tail. Seriously, what was that? Darn thing scared me after death. It was definitely kind of ferocious for a Jigglypuff, wasn't it? No kidding. Come on, let's get inside already. One more jump scare like that and I'm done for. Well, this looks pretty much the same as the first research station. Seems like wild Pokemon don't come in here. We should be safe to catch our breath. Seriously, what's with this place? That Pokemon? I've been wondering about that myself. I think maybe the Pokemon was one of these. What's that book? As we descended further into Area Zero, we began to catch glimpses of mysterious Pokemon. Though we wondered if these huge ferocious beasts were indeed Pokemon at all. One of our team suffered a brutal blow from such a beast, and was mortally wounded, forcing us to retreat for a time. A member of the survey team captured this photograph by chance, and I noticed a passing resemblance to the Pokemon known as Donphan. Yet differences such as the sheer size and shape of its back set it apart, as do its great tusks. Monsters of Area Zero? So they aren't actually Pokemon? I don't really know. What do you think? Yeah, same. I mean, they look different, sure, but they use moves and battle just like the Pokemon we know. I suppose it's time to come for an explanation. Professor? Some of the life forms that you see residing now within Area Zero are ancient Pokemon that lived in the distant past, not lost, long lost to us. Ancient Pokemon? That's awesome. Oh come on, there's no way that's possible. The Zero Lab, where I am located, contains a time machine. It summons the ancient Pokemon to this place. So the thing my mum spent forever researching down here, she exactly got it working? She actually got it working, sorry. Indeed, though the cost was catastrophic. The cost? But a time machine? You mean you can actually travel to and from the past? It was theoretically possible to travel to the past. However, for being such as a human, it would not be possible to return to the present. That's horrifying. Mom, you... Why did you call us here to Area Zero? Arvin, I... If possible, I would like to speak when we can meet face to face. It will be easier for you to understand once you can see the situation for yourself. Now then, Jay. Please use the central panel here and disable another lock. Bubba. Okay, yeah, yeah, I'll do it then. What do you think so far of the? Is this the first time you've seen this overlay, like, up and running? AJ, you know that book she told me to bring? I think it's got something to do with this place, or more like everything to do with this place. Oh. But I'm not the one she expects to fit whatever all this is you are. I think you should be the one to carry it. You obtained the Scarlet book. Hmm. What do you think about the background, by the way? Take care of it for me, okay, Jay? I'll just rest up my Pokemon. I know you did. I'm still grateful for it. Since you're here, do you want to see something? That is Corviknight in the action. I don't exactly have the right Pokemon out to challenge this, so I'm not gonna fight it. Knock out the A and give it an I and you got it. Yeah, there you go. If you ever were a trainer, I got a really good feeling that Corviknight would be your ace. Oh. Yeah, just put an N between the K and the second I and you got it. Oh look, it's a Bisharp. The Pokemon based around chess. Don't worry about it. I know you can. Jesus. What do you think about the background music, by the way? I'm loving this like, spooky-esque sci-fi music. Oh, look at this guy. Yeah, I mentioned the right now I was talking about the background music. What I was talking about earlier was the background of the overlay. This little boy is pretty interesting. Ghost and Fairy. I'm trying to catch it. And yeah, it's not supposed to go into the wall like that. With Pokemon, I've been kind of pushing it with the time. And I think it's been fine. Besides, like, I know personally how long left the story's got, so I don't think I'm gonna have a problem with time tonight. If this floods in Maine, can you give me that time? I don't really know. Look, I'll message you when I'm done, alright? When I'm done, I'll message you to say I'm done, and then we'll sort it out. Surprised the others on here, by the way, if you're still here. Oh, come on, this Fluttermane's just being mean. say no more, right? Don't you dare do that, you floating head, shagged head bitch. The key is to be vocal about it, though. Thank you, Jesus. That Flaming did not want to be caught. This Pokemon has characteristics similar to those of Fluttermane, a creature mentioned in a certain book. These are the worst. These are the worst Pokédex entries in the game. You don't have to worry about terror raids at the moment. And Mike, if you hear, I know for a fact this isn't the way. I'm just trying to be a bit more explorative of the situation. I swear if I get one word from you, because I've just run into that, I know what you're gonna do with that. If I could just run into a bunch of Sableyes. Yeah, because you usually do it. I beat you to it this time. The TM for Psychic Terrain, something I will never use. Something else I'll never use, Golducks. Chansey. The Sableyes are everywhere. It was cool to see how Crowy reacted to seeing a Corviknight though. I think Corviknight's what for Crowy, I think Corviknight is what Sandslash is to you, Mike. And it's cool to see that. Yeah, fuck off, Venomoth. Alright, another reset station. Nice. Get to chill for a minute. Something's gonna jump at us again. 100% guaranteed. Oh, Penny, such a worrywart. Huh? Can't blame Curry, even I'll admit Corviknight. Yeah, it's a badass. Like, it was on my first Sword and Shield team. Oh look, it's one of your big groundy boys. See? See? Wait a sec. That's just like the Titan Pokemon we saw. So it was an ancient Pokemon all along. Whoa, you battled one of these before, Arvin? It looks seriously strong. When you realize there's a Pokemon trainer that is Sims for the Pokemon. Yeah, well, Jay. And I are old pros when it comes to Titans. Leave this to us. Imagine if that was an ancient Sandslash. like a prehistoric looking sand slash. Good work, Caballero. See that? Victory's ours. Maybe the one we saw when we were searching out for Herb Mystica came from down here. You two got to meet one of these Pokemon before our creator get together? Jealous. If we got things from literal ancient times roaming around Paldea, that's a major problem. Isn't Professor Sada doing anything to keep them under control? How could we let this happen? How could she let this happen? Yeah, right, because it's not like, oh, so brilliant Professor Sada ever messes up. Come on, Jay, let's get into the research station. Let's give Echo some time to shine. I am in the Discord call, by the way, if you want to jump in there as well. And made it to the station number 3. How are we doing after all that walking and battling and whatnot? Anyone need a rest? You feeling rough, Penny? No, it's not all. It's not that. I've been thinking, ever since the professor mentioned that time machine, the Pokemon here in Area Zero came to our time from the past, right? So what about Koraidon? Isn't it pretty likely that it's also one of those ancient Pokemon? I think you're onto something. It is kind of giving off ancient vibes. Even its name sounds pasty. Ooh, pasty. Wait a sec, I totally forgot. Hey Arvin, you had Koraidon's ball, and you told us about its forms in the first place. You must know something about it, right? You still remember from way back? No wonder everyone's a little star pupil. I guess I've got no choice then. But to tell you what I know, that Pokemon, Koraidon, that is what was found by my mom when she was working on her time machine. I believe it would be best for me to take over the explanations at this point. Professor? Koraidon, which I entrusted to Jay, was the first Pokemon that was successfully retrieved from the past by the time machine. Seriously? Though analysis of its genetic makeup as well as its behavioral patterns, I came to realize that what I had discovered was in fact an ancient form of Cyclizar, the Pokemon still commonly ridden in this region. Well, that makes sense, I guess. They do look alike. Many other Pokemon came to this place from across the boundaries of time, but I was never able to bring them over more than 2 species of Koraidon. So you mean there's another one around here somewhere? What if they're family? The other one could still be somewhere in Area Zero, waiting to finally be reunited with another Koraidon. A heartwarming family reunion? Exactly. Imagine how thrilled that'd be if we can get the family back together after all this time. Family, huh? Yeah, that sounds nice. If we could proceed, Jay? Something that's never really picked up to me about the whole thing with Koraidon being a legendary. If it's just an ancient form of Cyclizar, what makes that a legendary? Oh, well, we need to make sure everyone's all healed up, don't I? Boop. So Koraidon's an ancient Pokemon. No wonder no one's seen it before. Jay, you gotta let me battle Koraidon right now. Oh, sorry, I said I wasn't gonna do that anymore. Game does start to lag a bit, doesn't it? I guess I better catch it. As much I hate it. I love Boom Burst. Good work, Echo. There's been only one reported sighting of this Pokemon. It resembles a mysterious creature depicted in an old Pokemon journal. That's all the Paradox Pokemon say in that Pokedex, isn't it? It won't let me heal Echo. This is like the third time I've seen this cutscene. It still looks breathtaking. Not the graphics. If anything, it's just the whole concept of this sort of environment. Oh my gosh, look at these huge, gorgeous crystals. They go all the way to the bottom. One slip and we kiss our short lives goodbye. Oh, good call. Watch your step. So the professor's down there somewhere, waiting for us. And that's fine. Totally fine. Alright team, watch yourselves, and let's get to the bottom of this thing. This place looks so real. Maybe there really is treasure down here, like the stories say. Yeah, this place is like something from a whole nother world. Makes you feel like you already died and went somewhere. Is it just me, or do the crystals here give off the same glow as when our Pokemon terrestrialize? There's gotta be some sort of connection. Only one way to find out. Come on everybody, let's get moving. We gotta go all the way down. Let's save. Mike, if you're still there, this is important. Can you remind me before we go into the final battles to turn off the game's background music? Last thing I need is Ed Sheeran to get up my ass. I've got something prepared, so we still got some music to listen to while we're battling them, but there is a certain point where I can't change anything, and we'd be screwed if the music plays during the credits. Hang on, let me try something. Okay, never mind. I think I figured something out. I can mute it. So after a certain point, I'll mute it. and then we'll just put some regular background music on while we're just talking to finish it off. Imagine if I find a shiny whilst I'm going down this. They should have really given a warning about that, by the way. It caught so many people off guard with copyright claims, didn't it? I was going the right way, you dibs! That's where I was going, you idiots! What logic was that? Just because the flippin' carriage got stuck, I got flippin'... What was that? Grade A flippin' tech... Grade A flippin' programming, Game Freak. Probably got snagged on a Screamtail or something. Surprising how long this game takes to get some things done. Am I being softlocked? Let's forget I just realized I just kept walking past the location I should have been going to. Yes, very good. Right, let's carry on and just ignore the situation. I am very dumb. Ooh, nasty. Whoa, what happened? This place is a mess. It looks like something went berserk in here. Yeah, but what? Hello, children. Professor, you scared us. I'm sorry. Why is everything here all busted up? I'm sorry. Hello, children. I'm sorry. Sorry. I am so sorry. Hello, children. Hello, hello. What the heck? Hello, children. Hello, children. Children. Initiating retard. Don't ever ask me to do that again. The professor must be having some weird connection problems or something, huh? Well, it was definitely weird. At least, almost like, I don't know. If she meant it as a joke, it wasn't funny. I've still got goosebumps and all. And I remember that creeped me out when I first went through it. All locks disabled. Hello. Can you hear me now? Please forgive me my previous transmission. There seems to be some signal interference. That's not what that was. What do you mean, Arvin? The locks have all been disabled at last. Please make your way now to the Zero Lab, which lies at the very bottom of Area Zero. Yeah, it's a very creepy part, that. When you first go through it. This one. Just double. I do hope we can get this sorted out, because I don't like the way it shows up there. I like the whole thing that goes around the whole screen, but look how bad it is on the chat box. And I don't know why it does that. What the heck is that sound? Anyway, let's get a move on. That's Dunsparce. That's wireless. The whole concept of Area Zero was very interesting. Like, if Pokemon did it right, time travel could work really well. In some ways, it kind of has. Like, the story in this is amazing. But, frankly, I don't think the ancient Pokemon or future Pokemon in Violet really was used that well. Like, they just grabbed like 5 Pokemon from each game. Donphan with 2. And Volcarona with 2, actually, yeah. And just gave them like, different Paradox forms. And the idea is amazing. But they didn't do it to enough Pokemon. And that's something I'm hoping the DLC is going to fix. Add that onto the list of flipping times I thought a Pokemon was shiny. I thought that Screamtail was shiny then. Just the red eyes and all that. I knew flipping Jigglypuff was vicious. Typical that my first pseudo legendaries, being the High Dragon line, flipping takes so long to flipping evolve. And oh god, it's gonna be a nightmare to go through without causing a battle. Alright, Screamtail is over there. Dunsparce. Fluttermane. Don't know why I forgot its name all of a sudden. I have a Garganacl and Dunsparce. Not the biggest fan of Dunsparce, not gonna lie. It just seems so dull. When I heard that Dunsparce got an evolution, I was excited at first, but yeah, everyone knows how bad the Dunsparce got. Shadow Ball. Already got that on the Pokemon I needed for, so. Here we are. The Zero Lab. We have finally reached the deepest part. We made it. Ready to see if legends of treasure down here are for real. Yeah, right. That's just fluff they write to fill in the textbooks. Hello, children. You've done well to make it here. The structure you see before you is the Zero Lab. That's where you are, right, Professor? But wait, why does it look like the whole place is being swallowed up by crystals? The crystal here in Area Zero possesses a particular energy. This energy can alter the functions of living things and optimize the performance of machinery. It's the same energy that allows Pokemon to terrestrialize. So, the entire building's been terrestrialized? Is that what you're saying? Don't be silly, Arvin. The professor implied something important about terror orbs just now. They're made from crystals down here in Area Zero, aren't they? Indeed. Though many not know it. Since you have disabled all 4 locks, the gate to the Zero Lab should now be open for you. But once you open the gate, you will quickly be confronted with the dangerous Pokémon inside. They will likely make a break for freedom. With the 4 of you working together, you should be able to best them. Prepare yourselves well, then open the gate. You've got me and Jay here. Doesn't matter what we're up against, we'll be fine. Well then, let's put all our worries to rest. Open the gate to the Zero Lab. You've decided to press the button and open. Hold it! Wow, we're finally on the cusp of getting into the lab. Look, if it's true that a bunch of really dangerous Pokemon come at us, then shouldn't we have Koraidon help? Yeah, if Koraidon were like how we saw it first in that grotto, that'd be a huge help. I want to see a battle. But it hasn't even wanted to let us ride it ever since we came down to Area Zero. And it can't enter its battle form in the first place. But it's really strong, I know it is. It ate all those Herba Mystica we found too. And when it really matters, I'm sure it'll fight. And Area Zero is where it used to live. If you bring it out of its ball now, maybe it'll be able to find its family too, right? It's pretty sensible by the standards, Arvin. I don't know. Go on, Jay. Let Koraidon out. Alright. Come on, Jay. Now that we've got Koraidon ready, it's time to open the gate. Uh-oh. Aha. I don't think this is a family. That was weird. Yeah? What's wrong? Are you bummed out that your heartwarming family reunion got cut off so quickly? Are you joking? There was nothing heartwarming about that. We were this close to getting caught up in a nasty brawl. Wait for you. Just like a Koraidon. Poor thing's terrified. Guess the other one isn't exactly its pal. Yeah, the other Pokemon was giving off some really bad vibes. Not that you should worry about any of that. Once we get you back to your battle form, I'm sure you'll be going toe to toe against that jerk. If you want to. Sorry, guess that doesn't really help, huh? Do you think the other Koraidon was one of the dangerous Pokemon the professor warned us to watch out for? But didn't the professor say the dangerous Pokemon would come out from inside? Do you mean from inside we just... Ooh. brute bonnets, fluttermanes, and grey tusks. And don't tell me they're all ancient Pokémon. We've got a little disaster on our hands here. Look, even our fellow's ready to bail. Then I guess it's my turn. I've been waiting. Come on, Jay. Let's do it together. We got Primal Force 2, Echo. Show it! That a girl. Wow, they're strong. Now this is a well challenge. I'm glad you're on our side, but you're still really annoying when you say stuff like that. If anyone dares says an Among Us joke or attack from these brute bonnets. That didn't do anything. Oops. The ancient past must be terrifying. Oh no, they're running away. Yeah, and if those Pokemon get out, we're gonna have a gigantic mess on our hands. We've gotta go after them, Penny. Why me? Wait. Hold on, Mona. And why do I get the feeling you're enjoying all this? I hope the two of them can handle their part. But at least the crowd's been thinned out now. Guess it's up to us to deal with what's left. Let's go for the strong looking one first. Looks like it's just Hurricane. Makes sense that we don't do that. See, the power of friendship had us perfectly in sync, all thanks to the Titan hunt together. Still scared, huh? You worried you might have to face the other one of your kind. Well then, let me take some of the burden. These stragglers should be nothing. Me and my boss can take them. So Jay, you take your partner there and go take their business. Glad to see you've got some faith in us in last. Well, lost it. Can't wait to battle either. Koraidon. You really ruined my whole childhood, you know. But it's not like seeing you cowering and scared, out of your wits making me feel any better about it. You have amazing powers, so if you use them, you've got us too. So don't you even think about losing to that jerk. Be brave, stand up, and fight. don't think that was the way I was supposed to get down there. Human presence detected within the Zero Lab. Deactivating sleep mode. That is creepy. Hello, Jay. Thank you for coming. No. Back in your bowl. That one is far less trackable and far more aggressive than the one you've traveled with. Your Koraidon fled Area Zero because it lost to the other one in a territorial struggle. I'm afraid that there is something at which I must apologize. I am not the true Professor Sada. I am an artificial intelligence the Professor created, imbued with her memories and knowledge. In short, I am an AI-powered robot. The real Professor passed away during the incident that destroyed Research Station Number 4. Ugh, I keep forgetting how dark this scene can be. The Pokémon was not to be blamed. It was the original Professor who failed to accurately judge its full power. I believe the Professor wanted nothing more than for the Koraidon to survive and thrive. That is why she threw herself in front of your Koraidon in an attempt to protect it. From the time I first reached out to Director Clavel and asked to be put in contact with you, I was never more than an AI. Jay, the reason I asked you to come to me is because I have one last thing for you to do here at the Zero Lab, and I desire your help. In short, I wish for you to put a stop to the time machine the original Professor created. Any questions can be addressed as we make a descent. Follow me. You'd think there'd be something hidden around there. This elevator will take us down to the low level. Step inside. Jay, it truly is a great relief to me that you came. I will answer any questions you may have. Is there anything you wish to know? As I explained to you before, the original Professor no longer exists. During the destruction of the research station, her physical body received grievous injuries that left her unable to sustain life. I am afraid to this fact may be difficult to hear for her son Arvin to accept. I now manage the Zero Lab in the original Professor's place. An AI is an artificial intelligence created by a human being. A computer draws on the original Professor's knowledge and memories to calculate all of my thoughts and actions. The results of the calculations are expressed by this mechanical body built to resemble the Professor in every way. Knowledge to develop such a sophisticated AI at present. But the crystals that make up the Zero Lab have made such a thing possible here. They are also why I cannot leave this place. The time machine is the device that the original Professor and I worked on together. It sends Pokeballs to a different point on the timeline to catch Pokemon there, and it can then draw them back here to the present. When she was alive, Professor Sada had a great fascination with Pokemon through another age. And let me just plug this in, because I just got a warning notification. What you might call ancient Pokemon. Even as we speak, the time machine continues to automatically draw ancient Pokemon to this time. The original professor had a dream of a world in which ancient Pokémon might live alongside present-day Pokémon in harmony. But these Pokémon's powers seem to stem from a primal energy of the distant past. And this energy has provided two terrible. Their very existence brings destruction to the economical balance of this modern age. The original professor would say that such destruction is a natural part of life. At present, the barrier around Area Zero is still working to keep the ancient Pokemon from escaping from the rest of Paldea. But we've begun to see Pokemon appear that can't break the barrier, such as Great Tusk. Eventually, they will break free of this walled garden known as Area Zero and run rampant across the Paldea region. And when they do, the rich and varied ecosystem of Paldea will be trampled beneath their coming. It may have been created as a copy of the Professor, and yet I cannot seem to find the logic in allowing such a tragedy to occur. But any hope of preventing it would reoccur, overcoming the greatest AI that the original Professor ever devised. Jay, you have become a formidable trainer. Now use that strength you've gained to destroy the dream Sada once cherished. I appreciate your willingness to help. We've reached the lowest level. Wouldn't be surprised we're near the Earth's core at this point. How fucking long that elevator took. I think this is like the one spot in the game where it looks really good. Behold. This is the time machine we perfected using the power of the terrestrial phenomenon. Okay, this would have been the bit where I would have muted the game when it came to the audio, but I don't think we need to anymore. This is it. To stop the time machine, you will need to use the Professor's ID, which has been embedded within the Scarlet Book. It was very like the Professor to put the final key we would need in that book, of all places. She loved that volume since childhood. If you place the Scarlet Book on one long pedestal here, you will be able to stop the time machine. There's just one issue. If you try to stop the machine, I will most likely attack you. Artificial being I am, my own desires can be overridden by the system's program. There are no shinies in the endgame volcano, as much as I'd like to hunt for them. But keep that button, and keep your finger on that button. I am hoping to do Legends Arceus at one point. Right. Once that happens, I'm afraid I will become no more than a battle machine, bound to defeat anyone identified as an obstacle by my code. My battling abilities are peerless. They are built upon analysis of all the battles carried out by the various champions of the Paldea region. Having seen the bond between you and your Pokemon, however, I believe you can prevail. Once you have re-dyed yourself for this fight, please place the Scarlet Book upon the pedestal. I hope you guys like the show, because this is going to be very climactic. ID confirmed. Professor Sada. Access granted. Initiating emergency shutdown. Please wait. Please wait. Access denied. It's up to you gym. Please, defeat. At last my dream will be within reach. And you're not getting in the way. Oh, there we go. AI Sada has initiated a battle. Slip away. I don't know who you think you are for a mullet at that one. This might actually be a challenge. Let's give it a go. This is the power the ancient past holds. Splendid, isn't it? Yeah, great. Top marks. Now this is interesting, child. If you actually understand ancient Pokemon's weaknesses. Thanks to Bulbapedia. Discharge. No. Scream tail. You're a pot shot. Root Bonnet. I know who's ready for this one. Imagine the best, well, data on the disposal of the human brain. That was nowhere near what that's at. That's a good point. Get in there, teeny tiny. Overheat. Yeah, fine. Sandy shocks. what's in main. I'm loving this music, man. Oh, damn that gold gal. Here's the hard part. Roaring Moon. Hardest boss in this game, this one. It's fitting that I try and finish it with my ace. You two are just messing around in the voice chat, aren't you? Didn't realize what that was. There was a reason why I did that. Not that it mattered. It's gonna look stupid on someone's end who knows what's happening this is, but trust me. And that's why this team's fucking awesome. Impossible. We're done. Jay. What is this? Did you already beat the baddies without me? Okay, out with it, you. Who are you, really? Thank you for everything. The time machine has finally... She has finally been stopped. You're really not my mom, are you? Oh, look how big you've grown. So proud am I. Sorry, you would love our vet. But mom? Security system failure. Security system failure. Threat to time machine detected. Threat to time machine detected. What's going on now? It's another army of Pokemon on the way? It cannot be. An obstacle is preventing the time machine from performing as intended. Activating Paradise Detection Protocol. What? Is keeping time machine running truly all the Professor cared about? Locking all Pokeballs except those registered to SATA's ID. Wait, what? Programming, initializing, gathering terrestrial energy. I'm sorry, And you are not getting in my way. You are challenged by AI Sada. You are challenged by a Paradise Protection Protocol. Ah. You can't battle with our Pokemon in the field. It's true, our Pokeballs won't work. How are we ever supposed to battle? Oh, we're here. Let's see what we got here. Do it. Mirror match. I'm not gonna be needing it special moves for you, bank face. You will fail. For the Guardian Paradise, I achieved nothing in the end. Joke. You will not be allowed to destroy my paradise. This looks like it could be bad. Hang in there. Date says I am superior. Fall and become a foundation upon which I dream of and quit. That's more like it. Really close up win here. This doesn't look good. Hey, your tarot looks glowing. Jay, Karadon, Terrasilize, finish this! A nice little omnibus there. That means I can win the speed tie. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. My light turned off for some reason. It's not a really small battery. Finish it, Karadon. Terra Blast. You defeated the Paradise Protection Protocol. What she said. It's not going berserk anymore. How? How very astounding. To think you would manage to defy even the original Professor's final protections. Are you back to normal? Yes, I am completely and completely unforeseen outcome. Even for an AI possessing the most sophisticated technology ever conceived. Even on the brink of despair, you children did not give in, and instead of providing your worthiness, showing the wisdom to think of yourselves, the courage to hold faith in your in your friends, and the fortitude to do what had to be done. No matter how difficult your own pasts may have been, I believe you will be capable of walking whatever paths you choose for yourselves now, with pride. I thank you, Jay. I thank you all, you children. But I'm afraid that the time machine cannot be put into a complete stop so long as I am here. It appears I myself am part of the system that ensures the machine reboots when stopped. What does that mean? I am sorry. You know, when I was watching you all on your adventures from down here, I felt a sense of jealousy. I envied your freedom, the way you came together, working in league with your fellows and caring for them, the way you sought strength and to better yourself, throwing all you are into your battles, the way you would face down even the greatest enemies to save that which you loved, the way you never ceased to seek nor to fight for a treasure all your own. Ah, and the way you soared free from the very skies on those wings of yours. I wish that too might be as free as you all are, free to seek out which I might treasure. Above all else, not bound. Your own treasure. As long as I remain here, the time machine will not stop. I am inextricably connected to it. So, I've made a decision. I will use the time machine to journey to the world of the ancient past that I have dreamed of. I've got my mouse ready for the mute. What? You can't leave now, right when we finally reached you? I'm not only going to the time machine, I'm not going only to that the time machine can be stopped. I also cannot deny my desire to see the ancient world for myself. Is this what it feels like to have your heart race with the thrill of adventure? Arvin, I am sorry that I kept the truth from you for so long. I inherited all the faults and wishes of the Professor, and so I understand better than any. Your mother truly loved you. You can't. You can't just go and say a thing like that now. No, I suppose you're right. I am sorry. Arvin, Karidon, Jay, it is a little sad, but I'm afraid this is goodbye. Mom. Farewell, my free adventurers. I bid you adieu. Now it's done. How could you just go? Mom. Arvin, you okay, bud? Yeah, somewhere deep down I kind of already knew it. I knew this thing was fake, but it's when it said my name, using her voice and wearing her face. Even if it was fake, it felt real. You know? And so I Sorry, I didn't know what I was saying. That's okay. I guess Caradon's sad too. Eh, my controller's died even though I've plugged it in. Right, where were we? I guess Caradon has had to. Oh, but that battle form, how cool is that? It's so strong. If it tries to nudge at me for that belly rub while it's huge like this, I seriously think I'm gonna die. Hey now, let's not skip over the big win here. Jay and Caradon just saved all of Paldea. That's right, you both did amazing. I just go over the praise there. You know, Arvin, even though the professor's gone, I bet she's finally having a real fun adventure of her own in the past. Yeah, thanks, Benny. Yeah, sorry. What should we do now, Jay? You said it. Come on, well, let's make our way home. There. Alright, it's been muted now, so hopefully Ed Sheeran won't come after me with a sniper rifle. Oh, my back. Let's put on some lo-fi Pokemon themed beats. Because this is too quiet. Where's my playlist? Ah. Kind of fit music for the end, isn't it? Well, there you go. And that's how it happened. And this is really fitting, like, end credit music, isn't it? I hope everyone enjoyed it. Frankly, I don't know if it was because it was my first stream of a Pokemon game, or I on purposely made it harder by going into battles under leveled, but I really did enjoy this a lot more than other playthroughs I've done. These Pokemon I've used, they've been they've been amazing. Like, I already loved Noivern so much, and I'm glad I had a chance to prove to you how much it is good. Once you've got the right idea about what to do it with, and yeah, in competitive you gotta use it as a different thing, but I always enjoy using it as a good special attacker. Not the point. Some of these Pokemon I used for the first time as well, including Palafin, Revavroom, and Farigiraf. And right now, Vinny, Hardshot, and Caballero prove to me that they're good when you use them really well. And I can't wait to use them again in the future. Luxray is always just a classic to go through any game. It's particularly the Gen 4 games, but let's not get bogged down by that. And Teeny Tiny. The Chad that went through it all. The guy who never backed down, even when he was given a really weird nickname by one of our mods. I think honestly, this seems like one of the better teams. I'm never gonna forget this team. Never. That's a fact. I just don't know how else I can describe them. And then I get rickrolled in my own stream. But still, I had a great time during the stream. And reassure to the people who aren't new to the channel watching this, this isn't the first time we're going to be playing this game. Well, this isn't the first time we'll be seeing Pokemon. This isn't the last time we'll be seeing Pokemon on the channel. Well, if we're talking about Teeny Tiny, then yeah. He never did. Nothing went wrong with him. He was like the pillar. It's like this. Oh god. Whoa. What the hell? The backlight started flickering. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I think, honestly, Skeledirge has made it. Skeledirge has made it as my #1 favorite starter Pokemon of all time. Before Scarlet and Violet came out, I couldn't have really said anything about what my favorite starter was, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't know myself. Because I've played with so many starters, and obviously they all were really good for their playthroughs. And the highlights were obviously stuff like Greninja, Decidueye, Sceptile was high, and then Rillaboom came along as well. But then Skeledirge came along. Come on, a flaming crocodile. How can you not enjoy that design aspect? And if you do know me, you know I prefer the design aspect of a Pokemon more than its battle power. But luckily for me, Skeledirge is powerful. So either way, I want to thank everyone who has watched this playthrough, both on Twitch and YouTube, frankly for the fact that this is basically still a trial error for our channel. But I think it says to me that I enjoy this. Most of my community enjoys this. Pokemon is going to be the way we're going for this. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people like me being happy during all this. And now we're talking enough to say to get through the credits. Thank you, Game Freak. That was good. Alright, in case you didn't realize, this is the end of the Scarlet playthrough. Now when it comes to future streams on Wednesdays, we're going to move on to shiny hunting streams. Yes, where we'll start using this bad boy. And yes, as a little spoiler for next week, we're going to start by shiny hunting Fennekins. That is a hunt I've been wanting for a very long time, and since this has been the first time that Fennekin has been available in a mainland Pokemon game in a while, seems fitting. I've already got a shiny Greninja, and I'll show you that next week. But if I knew I was gonna have this sort of setup going at that point, I would have waited until then because it's Greninja. Anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed the playthrough and my content. There's gonna be a lot more down the road, and I hope we're gonna see a lot more new friends as well. Alright then, I'll see you guys for Sunday for the continuation of the Persona 3 playthrough. See ya.